Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking or Shalonda, and I'm back. And so, yeah, I don't know why something I woke up and thou shall have no other gods or no gods, right? Before me, okay? Now, this makes me think about this energy of a sole proprietorship for some reason. Um, it made me think about the fact that some of us may be under some form of conservatorship, or we might be some kind of seen as some kind of chattel or cattle or something of that nature, some livestock, right? Or stock, right? And so I don't know. There's something about claim, right? Because I feel like this is what sources telling me is that this is like pertaining to the fact that like empresses and queens and stuff can be dethroned or overthrown and placed in um, a lower status, and that will allow for other gods, possibly gods, to have access to that piece of property. Okay, so I was just thinking about that when we were doing that video last night, and I was talking about, you know, like how the overseer or the master, okay, or the lord would have his cash cow or his mammy energy, right? And again, in this day and age, I don't consider myself that. I'm someone who is an innovative thinker, someone who is a creator, an architect of many things. And again, in that energy of a sleeping god, right, or goddess, waking up or ascending, um, after being under some type of spell or something from these idols, right? So that's almost like a queen having her empire come against her, right? And overthrow her, but she finds out, and so they all lose their fucking head, right? Like whoever she chooses or sees fit, right? Not all of them. It's some she wants to salvage, right? Mm-hmm. Possibly a god or two, right? Because we know that this kind of thing happens because of jealousy. Some other other women and possibly men may be intimidated by your beauty and your brains and all those things. All right, those other things. Okay, and that again, this can leave somebody in a situation where they'll be being used and they won't be paid. It's almost like and no man will buy you that energy. Okay. Um, but it's also like pimping out like a god or God's most precious jewel, right? That's what I was saying about this abstinence thing, okay? And then people also being able to, you know what I'm saying, maybe put a title on you that they wish to have, right? Again, this is to embarrass or to defile a temple, right? A holy temple, a sacred pool, whatever you want to call it, all right? So again, when it comes to some of these people, when it comes to the biblical text, especially when it comes to like the Gnostics or some of these priests or Levites or these energies, they can speak things into existence, manifest, right? Destiny, right? Speak things out of existence, write them in and out. So, again, I don't know, I'm going to look more into this sole proprietorship, okay? I used to have one a while back with a business or whatever, but I'm feeling like, maybe like this whole thing about, people that have a business with 100 or less people or 100 or more people or whatever will have to deal with those mandates or whatever. And I don't know if that's still the case because I don't know what's going on with the thing or with the nothing or whatever. But my whole thing is to protect myself from being invaded by alien or foreign energies or any energies besides my God or my Lord. Okay? Or whatever kings or whatever entities I choose. Okay? it's almost like I'm hearing you're still mine, right? So it's saying a sole proprietor is someone who owns an unincorporated business by himself or herself. However, if you are the sole member of a domestic limited liability company, you are not a sole proprietor of the your wait. If you elect to treat the LLC as a corporation, if you are a sole proprietor, use this information in the chart below. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So I guess this is something to look into, but it's making me think about, like I said, put no other images in heaven. So this makes me think about like whatever, if I feel like, the stairway to heaven is your kundalini, okay? Um, and the empress has been, compartmentalized or separated, okay? But she's gonna be back together, okay, as that soul entity or energy. Like some people may be using like your bodily part fluids, you know what I'm saying? It may be your, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, your pineal, your mental, they're all using these things and they're gaining from them, okay, while you're not getting anything. So it's kind of like that mammy energy. But it's kind of also maybe about the jealous God energy. Because if you think about it, if you think about like on a plantation or something like that, because you think about like let's see, John, is the master on the plantation, and I guess his main woman that births his children or births that nation, let's call her Sally Mae, all right, and how they would have these parties, like I was saying, and their wives could go off, with other wives or whatever, or they may do whatever. But when it came to that piece of property, the God or whatever was jealous. He didn't want nobody else touching or looking at or seeing or anything that energy. So if a motherfucker asks, oh, can I just, for a night, he probably gonna look at your ass like you crazy. All right. I'm just saying. Some may wanted to share, but I think that again, it was like, I feel like some of these people were possessive over that particular one. So much so that they couldn't even probably have a husband on the plantation. You know what I'm saying? And even if they did have a husband on the plantation, it was disregarded when it came to this Lord. When you know there's a God and that God resides inside of you, then, you know what I'm saying, you snatch back that power and you choose, or I will choose. So I feel like this also can, on a spiritual level, this could also be, like I said, dealing with possession. These people inserting different entities, if you do have a husband or someone in the likeness of a husband, right? Because there's things being moved around where you might think you have a husband, but really this person may be a part of some kind of corporation, right? And this person may have signed you, like placed you in a lower level, like as a child instead of a wife. You see what I'm saying? And he's taken another wife, a foreign wife. And this is the thing about foreign gods. That's what I'm saying. Worshiping these gods, it puts your women below them, below, again, these maritime individuals. Now, again, dealing with maritime, again, dealing with the earth and the water, and being the bloodlines from both, you know what I'm saying? It's a shame that it had to get to this point, but I feel like spiritually, this is, a form of spiritual, some kind of invasion here, okay? So again, that could be allowing someone to come into your temple. But if you claim sole proprietorship, does that stop that? And then also, does it stop it, from the other entity? They may not know all the ins and outs, but they think that they're protected. But actually, they're vassal because they don't really believe in God, right? This is the spiritual essence of it. Their vassal is able to be under attack by other idols, other individuals, and other entities. So this may be a reason why some people that are seers or high priestesses and stuff like that, you may be in a situation like this right now with your man or your husband, you know what I'm saying, where shit just a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like it's like putting somebody in that position as a child means that you also still have control over that person. So not only can they not, you might be, this masculine may be able to trick off in other dimensions or in this realm, okay? But it's make it so that this person cannot. You see what I'm saying? This person cannot have fun or be entertained. And if they can, it's at the benefit or because of some kind of resources or financial gain of, the husband. So this may be again why some people might feel like somebody is the husband is not protecting their vassal, and that others are allowed to invade or come in. It's making me think about again how I believe on Lucifer they were saying that God was out of heaven for a little while. Okay, he was going around doing whatever he had came down to earth. All right, but then at that same time, um, they were trying to see who was going to go ahead and be placed in heaven, right? Excuse me. It's funny because either being connected to or being able to channel that energy when it comes to Lucifer to see how he or whatever what may have felt, um, you know, I don't know. It's just something about the way the father was treating him, but they had a heart to heart, like, man, this is why you treat me like this or whatever. All right, so I feel like one of these masculines may be looked at as Lucifer, but I feel like ultimately they want me to be looked at as that energy. But it doesn't matter because I feel like let's see. Hold on, I was just thinking something. Mm. Mm. The point about they were saying that not one person needs to sit in heaven. People can take turns so they can come down here and get to see how it is on earth. So again, looking at my energy as like Mother Earth or Gaia energy, this is making me think that somebody has approved for other entities to come in. Maybe not lower commoner peasants and servants, but other merchants and militia, military, teachers, and these types of things. Okay, so we're gonna shut that shit down today. We're gonna go right on up there, grab that top spot where the motherfucking eyeball is, where we belong, and leave all that other shit behind. And if this is a case where I am gonna be dealing with this vassal here, you know what I'm saying? There's only, you know what I'm saying, those two that can house that energy. It's almost like I'm thinking like this is like separated throughout the week or hour by hour. We're talking about Horus energy possibly. But then I think if you think about sunset or six or something like that, it's making me think about that. So maybe it wasn't even about, when it came to Isis, I believe, Horus and Set, maybe it wasn't even about that. It was about the fact that it was about this, something bigger. It was about something bigger. It's about, so that could be like a savior concept here, okay? That's like one brother, you know what I'm saying, wanting to use you and one wanting to be used by you, okay? And it gives me that energy of the wands or the two batons here, and one being dirty and one being clean, and one being in your likeness, right? But maybe all skin folks ain't, you know what I'm saying, kin folks, like they don't look at you the same, all right? And then again, this is the energy where it comes to that division where who is light and dark skin, black and white, when it's really about energy here, okay? So again, it brings me back to Sheba because I feel this is how I be feeling about Sheba, or Esther. Like, these are prophetess. These are people that wasn't understood by their own people, right? But I guess Solomon knew that there was something about her. Okay, why he wanted to make her his top priority. Why he, came to her like he did, came on strong like he did, right? And then it's almost like, too, the same thing. Like, we could take this back to this whole energy that I'm talking about, whatever this discrepancy or this sci-fi synergy that happened, I feel like in the 3D here with me and my first love, right? Where I feel like that, like, there's been a change, okay? And that's not the same person anymore. You could take that how you want to, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever, all right? And it's almost like that person's somewhere out there waiting on me because something happened throughout the time, okay? Something happened here, all right? And it's almost like we're at that point where right now where everybody's battling against this relationship, but this relationship was, okay, the relationship of that first love energy was like once this person came in, maybe my dad was acting shady or whatever because he didn't want his baby girl to be moving on with somebody. But I'm just trying to figure out if there was a cultural difference, and that's how things went downhill after the marriage. Before the marriage, everything was like so sugarcoated and everything, but I'm trying to figure out if there was something else that happened, maybe like another relationship or something that changed or altered that and sent that person somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, spiritually or whatever, physically, I don't know, right, and whatnot. But I feel like right now, I'm fighting with that same energy that was fighting against me and this person being together in the beginning. But when that person came in, it's almost like he took me from underneath the wing of my father, because my father was kind of maybe neglecting and doing other things, right? So I'm out here looking for, whatever in, you know, possibly at that point in time, like not now, I look for it in myself, right? Found it in myself. But back then as a young woman, whatever, I found it very comforting with this individual, because I didn't have to worry about anything. He like took me from underneath his wing and he just took care of me. And so again, it's almost always been that Empress energy for me. You know what I'm saying? And he allowed me to, be free to do whatever I want to do with whatever extra money I had. If I want a job, if I don't, if I want to open a business, I don't, it was kind of just like that, okay? But I feel like, again, something happened where one of these succubus energies came in and, we're able to tempt this person away, all right? And I feel like there's a second chance at that. And if I don't take this second chance at this particular love, then it is going to be painful. But it's almost like the same energy that people were trying to keep me away from then, right? Or trying to battle against our love, or other masculines or other men saying, oh, you dealing with that nigga, like, man, or yeah, you like them light skinned, they try to make it about something, but it was the same thing. Like, I had to fight most dudes, you know what I'm saying? I had to, like, they had something like against me, you know what I'm saying? It was like, or like I had to fight them off, like they were too, coming on too strong or something like that. And, with this energy, he just let me be, myself. He just, it was just like a perfect fit. So I guess maybe there was some kind of cultural, but then again, like I said, I feel like whatever this was, something happened after the wedding, right? And this person separated some kind of, I keep hearing that Avant song, separated, okay? After that, and I feel like that person was able to go into heaven some kind of way, or had an invitation, and it feels like right now is my turn to have that. You see what I'm saying? And it's like somebody's trying to take that even away from me. So it's like, even if it's not him, you know what I'm saying, I feel like he is maybe the one to like open the door, right? But I feel like there's something about remembrance here as well, like somebody having to remember here, okay? And somebody having to have, like, yeah, some kind of something to prove something here. I don't know, okay? But yeah. And I don't know, I think source is trying to take me somewhere where to elevate myself, right? So I went from the father to the husband, and now it's like, again, if the husband is going to be taking a younger bride, like, or something new or something, then it's time for me to. But again, like I said, it seems like the other energy, like I said, from like the remembrance of our relationship as a young teenagers, the teenage love or whatever, it feels like it's back. We're maybe a little older or something, but I don't know, it's something that I'm just grabbing on to spiritually here and claiming. It's like whatever this separation, it had to happen, but I feel like whatever coming back together was sabotaged by outside influence. To even if this person was coming to try to see if he wants to reclaim his wife or reclaim that energy, everybody else is getting in the way now. But these people don't, they're just like how these people really didn't care about you, they just wanted to control you. And I'm not saying that about my dad, you know what I'm saying, but at that time in my life as a teenager, I was in that time where it's like, yeah, he don't care about me, he's off doing this with this person and that person and their family, and I'm just left over here to survive on my own. So in my eyes, it could have been kind of like that kind of energy as well, that renegade or rebellious energy. Yeah, it could have been that kind of energy that had me like a little bit rambunctious, okay? So right now it's like getting me rambunctious again. So I'm digging in whatever the fuck it is to find out, what I'm saying, what this is, because I don't want to let this energy go. I can't. And it's almost like it's a redo. Like we redoing some shit, but this time this person's gonna end up with a friend of mine or a best friend or something that he's already been connected to. It's like these bitches already had their real chance with that person, where I only had them for a brief. If I think about it, I would think it's like 30-something years, but I only had him for a brief moment because a part of him was removed, right? And it left a dark, deep, gaping hole within my soul or my heart or my soul. I didn't know that this person was missing spiritually or physically, whatever it is. I didn't know until now. Mm-hmm. 2 scoops. In what? In water. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if we have any water left. So it's left that. It left that. And it left me for a long time trying to figure out what to fill that with. Not knowing that this is what it was. That person was not even here. You know what I'm saying? Like searching for that. It was like really, and so now that I found it, it's not like I don't want to be obsessed and I'm not like, oh, forcing it, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's meant to be. I feel like somebody knows that too. And I feel like a motherfucker better not be getting married. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? Because, and then also leaving the feminine energy, like again, as an empress or supposed to be a wife in that energy, it allows for, like I said, somebody to think that they can send in other energies to invade the privacy. Again, we talk about things that are seen and unseen, things that are sensed as well here on this platform. Okay, past, present, and future. All right. So again, it's just like both of us are like kind of like in danger, to some extent. You know, it's kind of like really racy, because of whatever this is. It's almost like I told y'all Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where they had to like kill, one of them had to kill the other or something. And I'm just thinking like, no, we're going to do something different. Or even if these people do decide to just stay, then they have to be on the run. And it's like, no, we breaking that shit. I don't know. I'm breaking them fucking curses is what I'm saying. Nobody should be, and usually it's the women or the energy of these other, because it's easier for a man to let a woman come into his lifestyle and turn him out and leave than a woman. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that real quick. All right, that's just from my observation. Again, it might be different to you, but I feel like it's easier for somebody to come do a couple spins and squats on some shit, you know what I'm saying, swallow some shit, and they can end up, you know what I'm saying, on top. You know what I'm saying? And this connection, it's unbreakable. This connection is unbreakable. Whatever it is, it was done back then, and I feel like it's just unbreakable because it was more of a soul tie. It did happen naturally as well too. It wasn't like somebody needed somebody. This time, as an older, you know, feminine or whatever, I feel like this person is back as a savior energy because, you know, I need it. It's so overwhelming. Whatever this stuff is over my head, I may not know, right? While this person knows, okay? It's like that part has been shut off to me, okay? But it's like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what makes me afraid, because I don't want to be looked at as a burden, or I don't want to be looked at as someone who is like trying to be needy than anything, but you know what I'm saying? How do you eat pasta? Okay, hold on. I gave something to Bun. Okay, I gave it to Bun, and I ate your Rice Krispie treat. Well, hold on, let me finish this. I'll go get you another one. Okay, the video is recording. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so why would you do that? Aubrey. All right, so yeah, as this person or whatever, like I said, it's like taking back ownership, man. The sun is shining. I'm feeling good today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I feel like that's what it is. I feel like that's what it is. It's almost making me think it's one of these mythical stories here where, again, maybe this person is being punished for having that closeness or something like this, right? Or being judged or something. But it's almost like that energy of like finding out that the daughter of a king or whatever had more power than they did. You know, this is making me think also about like, what is his name? Klaus in... Now, this doesn't have to be his energy. This could be matching with a different energy. But I'm just saying, when it seemed like Michelson or whatever his name was very against Klaus, and we'll call him a half. You know, there was just something he just didn't like about him. And I feel like it may have been his greatness, okay? That's kind of strange, but I think that that's what it was, and that he did have ties to the land and water, and that made him more powerful. You know what I'm saying? Than um, made him more powerful than him possibly, right? So again, to make him feel less than, to abuse him, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, whatever, emotionally, to try to make him think less of himself. But he stood strong, and he was always a protector for his family or whatever, however people want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody, like whatever. But this is, I don't know, these are the things, like I said, that have me thinking here. And it's making me think about I can't remember what storyline it was, but the girl ended up racing into town with her man, like, this is mine, this person is going to be here, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, and what the fuck is, do somebody got something to say? You know what I'm saying? That like, that's the energy. Do somebody got something to say? I feel like that's, I don't know why I'm in that spirit today. Like, I don't know. I think it's like, feels like when you're tired of somebody meddling around that ain't really don't have your best interest at heart, and somebody is trying to, give you, like, they want to be having your best interest, and whatever's going on around them is controlling, so that we can't. No, 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 not this motherfucking time. No. No, this is crazy, but I don't know. This is just crazy. I felt it was necessary to do this video. I don't know why, but I feel like the ancestors, this is more on the ancestor side, okay? But also source, you know what I'm saying? Giving the leeway, or open up that fucking door now. You know what I'm saying? And the ancestors like, going on through it, baby. Because most of the time people just sat and take, or they're complacent, or they, you know what I'm saying? They sit there and they just deal with the okie doke. They just settle, unhappily. Yeah. So again, that, I don't know. And it also seems like a jealous father that, what I'm saying, wants to keep his daughter to himself for whatever benefit. And, and like I'm saying, this is earthly fathers, governors, conservatorship, husbands. I'm talking about this energy, whatever on that level. Okay. Whoever would feel like they have control over a woman after they removed her from being their wife. And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to these laws or these lies, these documents that can be doctored up to create a situation that goes in the narrative of the new owners or the new housekeepers. Okay. But again, in this case, it's all this, almost this energy like I am this motherfucking God, and there ain't no other motherfucker beside me. You know what I'm saying? That in my shit. You understand? That's the energy. Right? But again, I feel like this also has to do with finances, and this is why my finances and my platform was under attack. Right? But they know that once this comes into union with whoever this masculine would be, right? That would end that for me. And then we will be able to create our own nation or our own something, right? And this could even remove all the other people that have been causing trouble from that area. Stop. This may be able to be the reason why, again, that feminine energy in, I believe it was the second stick, or one of these books, the second stick, or the the Colburn Bible. I can't remember what, or the sealed portion that said that, that Eve or the woman was given, rain. Okay. And it also made me think about, like, the whole thing where it said they could not find out one good man, because again, they all have been taken in by that, I feel, satanic energy, which is a feminine energy today that is mimicking God and trying to do miracles as if it's God, but it's not the same. It ain't nothing like the real thing. So they could stay there. But I'm claiming what's mine when it comes to that. You dig? When it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, today is the day for him to know fucking that. Like, and that's that Empress energy. Because, like, and like I said, even when it came to this male, like, and it's funny because one of his friends had tried to fight him, like again, matter of fact, if I think back, like, technology and shit, like, this person knew about, like, computers and stuff before. I just think about some crazy stuff. But one of his friends wanted to try to fight him one day, right? But he kind of snaked him, like, from behind or whatever, while we walked out the store, and he fell and he hit his head and shit, and he was unconscious. And I had to fight that nigga, like, right then and there. Like, it just was like, I mean, to the point he was running from me. I had to chase him. Then, like, it was some crazy shit because we went to school the next day, and I think something was going to pop off at school or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? He was talking about some cousins or something like that. So we was talking about some cousins and shit, and shit got real ugly where that motherfucker had to vacate the premises, like leave the motherfucking state. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like that's how, I don't know, that's how I always been. So again, if somebody try to keep me, like it can't, like I don't, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was old little shit, you know, like that's all I'm thinking. Like it must have been something that went on between these. Maybe sources showing me also that this person wasn't perfect either. He probably, because he's up on the top, right? He probably feel kind of bad because he did these things, these mean things, or let you go through these things. But at the same time, sources telling me, yeah, you thought he was perfect back then, but we showing you, you know, this could either be them showing me the things that was actually really going on when I was trusting him, because he was like family to us, to everybody, you know what I'm saying? So this might be the things that was going on behind the scenes when I thought we was all family, when he was, you know what I'm saying, probably doing, you know what I'm saying, other shit. And then, you know what I'm saying, taking that part from me, right? And so I'm going out there looking for other shit, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's not all your fault. You know what I'm saying? Something saying like, it's not all your fault. Like, you thought that this person was perfect and everything, but he was really good at just, you know what I'm saying, cloaking that shit. And that's either talking about back then or this is what he's doing now, right? This is what he's doing now because he's thinking about the hurt and pain that maybe I caused when we broke up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I started feeling like it was more of a friendship or something like that. Okay. And again, now that I think back to that, it might have been just because, you know what I'm saying, he was already swapped out by then. And I noticed the change because I was thinking, damn, if somebody did change up on you or something like that, if this is the Matrix or we're in a simulation, you know what I'm saying, and somebody switched the fucking cartridge, you know what I'm saying, what, and I said, what happened right then? And I said, maybe that was the same thing. Something over us or above us when it comes to these people playing gods, right? Change something. Somebody wanted what I had or something. They altered something, changed something, alter. That's what we're talking about in the Bible. It's not always talking about a wooden, you know what I'm saying, altar like in front of your house. I mean, in your room or something. Or in a place. It's also talking about altering the mind. It's alteration. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. I feel like whatever that happened led to other things and whatever. And it's time to make it right. It could be a time to make it right. It could be the universe saying shit is off track because of this. And this person already know this. And so this is what we got to do to make it right. And they keep on trying to bring in reinforcements because, you know what I'm saying, of one of these energies, probably a feminine energy that has some type of power or ranking. But again, all in all, the ranking ain't over me. You see what I'm saying? In mine, it's not. These are people playing God, actually fucking around in God's energy and in my energy, you know what I'm saying, to play God over me. You see what I'm saying? Ain't that some that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I don't know why I'm hearing like baby come to me and like, you know, restraining order or something here. Okay. Like, I don't know why I'm hearing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Because I feel like, I don't know. Maybe this is like some other D, 5D or some other D or something. This is why there's can't be something right now. I don't know. You know? Because I mean, you know, he was kind of like that or whatever. But like, I'm thinking like these the same female, you playing around with the same females that was doing the same shit I was doing. You know what I'm saying? When you thought you caught me doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how's that? How you gonna go back to them and get advice from them? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. It just feels like I'm in a whole nother world, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's like something is being rebuilt and the characters are being rearranged, but it's not working out too well. So now it's time like for the regular team, like the A team or something to come back together, some shit. Like, I don't know. Okay. I'm thinking like Mr. T for some reason right now. Okay. It's just weird. I don't know. But I get excited. I do. When I think about it. And I think about the miracles, you know, and I don't know. I guess I'm just really like, like gratitude was on my mind last night going to bed for just the little tiny things, the little tiny victories and things like that. Just like, yeah, this is actually really happening. You know, I don't know. It's just I feel like that, you know. But and again, I don't like to speak too soon because, you know, like I said, shit be happening. But I just thought that I should go ahead and lay that on the table. Okay. I did. for some reason. It's some reason. All right. I'm just going with the flow here. All right. But anyways, yeah, take care.